Hi everybody, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I'm here with I think the last part of this flower journal. So I'm just finishing off a few bits and pieces. We've got a few more bits, a couple of pieces of ephemera to make, and then I've got lots of bits to pop in. So unfortunately I had a problem with the camera last time, so I'm going to quickly show you the bits that you might have missed. So firstly, I did put, I think this was the point at which it cut out the footage. I did put this snippet on, but I put it on as a little pocket and I just popped that into it, which it just works lovely, and it adds a little bit more to that pocket. And then the next thing, what did we do? We'd already done that. I put some of these pockets on. Now these pockets are just nice little book page pockets. You can make them out of any kind of paper really, and the way you fold them, I think I've got a video on it. If I can remember, I will link it down below. But I'll be making some more of these soon, because I quite like these ones. They're just nice little pockets, and they're so easy to fold, and they only take one dab of glue to close everything up. So yeah, I like them, and I like the fact that we've got the two on. And then I popped some tags into this pocket that we'd already put on. So these are some of the tags that I've made in previous videos. In fact, I think most of them, these two actually, are from Tag Tuesdays, when I used to do the Tag Tuesdays, which I'm going to try and get back to. And then this is just a little tag, and it says, "You don't have to be perfect to be amazing, because you're all amazing." So I just pop them in there, and then trying to see, because I can't quite remember where the camera came back, but we have our fabric flip that we popped in, and I think that was on the footage. So I'm trying now to find where we got up to. I thought I had left myself a bookmark, but I don't. I'm not sure. And aha, there we go. So we made this last time, which is our writing board, and that's just going to sit in the back of the book. And this is where we got up to. So we haven't got much more to do, but I'll show you what I did do. I'm just going to move this over. So I had lots of bits and pieces of these lovely little images out of flower books, which I absolutely love, and just some little bits that I've cut out of other books, and then a few printables from Roxy, and then loads. I've got these the wrong way around. Loads of these bits out of an old flower book that I was cutting up for fussy cutting. So literally all I did was I glued them onto some coffee dyed paper, leaving a little border around, and then I've sewn round them. So I've got loads of those, and I probably won't have room to put all of these, because we're already getting a chunky monkey, but I have sewn quite a few. And then I had a few bits of this was again one of Rachel's from Roxy Creations freebies, and then a couple of the tags that I've previously made but hadn't decorated, I've popped some flowers onto. So that was all lost footage and off camera. And then a couple of these I've popped the tags into, ready to go in. So I'm just going to count up what pockets we have left to pop in, because we've got these three. That's a journaling card. That's a tuck that I made with an envelope, so I want that in. And then we've got this little one, and then I think the rest of these will probably be tags and journaling cards. I think we've got a couple more of those that I might find a place for. And that envelope's a floating envelope, so that's fine. So we've got these here, and then I think, yeah, the rest of those, and we've just got our two envelopes, which I might do something with. I haven't decided yet. So these are all tags. I'm going to put them to the side for now, because I want to concentrate on getting the rest of these in. And also I also got one of the pieces of the scraps of paper for the Edith Holden paper that I had previously cut off I think it was the front cover or the middle, of the journal, the middle of the first signature, sorry. And I've literally just used an edge punch on both sides, and it's created this lovely little belly band. Now I was going to put some more like paper behind it, but I think I might just leave it like that and just pop that on the page. So we've got that as well, and then I've still got a few of these nice edging decorations that I want to pop through as well. So that to say, let's get started. So now let's divide these out. Let's see, I want one of those in here, the little one I want in the other one, and so I think I've got 1, 2, 3. We've already got lots of pockets in this one, so I'm nearly to the end of this signature now. Let's see what space we've got left. Well, that's a nice little tuck, so we don't need anything there, and that could take a pocket because then there's a lot of white there, and then we're at the end. So I think what I'll do is, let's see, I love that, beautiful. So we might put a little bit of a decoration on here. I think that'll look pretty, so let's get some ink on that. And then I've got a few more ideas for the edges of the page, which I probably should have done before I put the signatures in, when I could still sew them on, but you know, it's some of it's paper, so it's okay to glue, so that's fine. And let's just, yeah, I think that looks so cute. We'll get some glue on and stick that down. I just think it's such a beautiful little decoration for the page, and I know that they're all separate little plans, but that just looks so enchanting. So I don't want to do anything with that. This, I wonder if I might have you sitting there, and then you kind of sit in. Yeah, I kind of like that. And I'm going to leave the top open so we can use it as a top loader as well. I did back this so that it could be used as a journal card as well, but that's fine. Sometimes when you're making ephemera for no specific journal, you know, you will back them, and then when you get them to the journal that you want them in, you realise that you don't really need it backed. So we've been having a kind of a mixed week this week. I'm battling hives. I've come out in hives, and I've been battling them now for 3 weeks, and I've spoken to the doctor, and he says that it's due to all the stress of everything that's been going on. But boy, I've never had them before in my life, and I hope I never have them again. They're driving me crazy. They're all over my leg, both legs, and around my ankles and that, and up on one arm, and I've got a couple on my chest as well. Oh, they're exhausting because I can't rest for them. Right, we've got you, and I was going to do something with you, wasn't I? Maybe we could use one of these, and we want the one on the right side. Although I think I've already got 3 of those in this one, so maybe we could do something else. We could, if we can find a nice piece, we could add it as a little tuck. I don't want it to go over the page. I've got this one which I was saving, which I think will be so cute as a little tuck, and I could even have it as being as a tuck that way if we put it in the middle, and that way we can put something going in that way. I like that. Let's get a little bit of ink on it. Yeah, so I'm on antihistamines for that, but we've been having some gorgeous weather as well, so we've been getting out. Oh, and we've started harvesting the blackberries. Oh, and I love me blackberries. I mean, ever since I was a kid I've been picking blackberries. It's so nice. And I got a bramble in the front garden, and most people are like, oh no, cut it down, get rid of it. I left it because I wanted it to keep growing, and it's actually grown into a lovely big bramble now, and I've got it trained along the fence, and it's got a bumper crop this year. The blackberries are having a bumper season. I don't know whether it's because of the weather or what, but we've got a bumper season this year in England. So I've been picking those and freezing them, because obviously I'm not getting loads off that one bush that I've got. But on Friday I'm going to be going with the girls, my two daughters, and we're going to go blackberrying, which we haven't done for ages and ages, and I just love a good blackberrying trip. And we used to go not far from where we live. There's an old, well, there was an old mental asylum, a mental health asylum. That looks quite nice in there actually. I like that. I'm going to leave that in there, and maybe just one of the little tags as well. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, it was an old Victorian mental health facility, and it was shut down years ago, and we used to go blackberrying up there, and they had the sweetest, biggest blackberries around the hospital. It was great. But obviously it's been knocked down now, and they've built houses on the site, so all the blackberries are gone. Unfortunately, all my favourite blackberries are gone. We need something for you, and I think one of those big tags would look nice in there. Maybe not that one. Maybe that one. It's got a little bit of pink in it. Oh, is it going to just be too big? I could trim that down because I haven't sewn too close to the edge. I'm just going to trim it just a little, in the hopes that that might actually make it fit, because that would be perfect. Might have to trim both sides. Okay, we've got that there, and then what can we pop here? I'm just wondering if we could do, oh, I've got this that I got off the book. Now I really do like that, I really do, but I think it needs something behind it, some lace. So let's have a look and see, is this lace wide enough? So if I put a strip of lace on and then pop that on, oh, I think that would look really cute, really cute. Okay, we'll do that. Right, I think it's that side. Okay, let's see. I want it just off the page, off the edge of the page a little. Okay. This journal is a real chunky monkey. Let's get lots on. So I want that lace to be nice and secure. Let's have a look and see. Trying to figure out which side is which. I don't think it really matters with this one. And then we'll just stick that on. It's okay that it's just a little bit wonky, that's fine. Okay, and we'll put some glue on the back of this. This actually came off the spine of a book that I got given. I think I got, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. And it was a 1970s book on flower arranging. And the pictures inside it were gorgeous, but a lot of them were black and white, which I don't mind so much, and I have used them in different projects. But yeah, I just love this lettering. And I just thought, what, it would be such a shame to waste such a pretty piece of writing when, you know, we can use it in our junk journal. Let's just go a little bit extra on there. Doesn't want to adhere. Right, I'm just going to hold this for a minute. Yeah, so we're off blackberrying. So I'm going to be full of scratches on Saturday because inevitably I can't help myself. I have to get right into the bush to get the best blackberries. The best and the biggest are always in the middle or at the back where you can't reach, and I cannot not get them. So I'm not even going to trim that lace off because I like the fact that it's a little bit raggedy on the edges, and that just adds a little something to that. Right, I'm wondering, because that's got a nice yellow flower, would you look nice for our belly band? And I think it would, wouldn't it? Because then there's an Edith Holden page there too. Okay, let's just get you on. And this is a nice way to make yourself some paper ribbon, sorry, some paper lace, just by using your edge punches on both sides. And you can try and line them up, or you can just let them do what they want to do, and they come out, they turn out lovely. Right, now I feel that you could take a nice big one. There's that nice yellow one. Yeah, I'm not going to pop it in because I want it to glue down first, but that'll sit there. That's the centre. Now I want to attach this to one of the flip pages. We need to fill this, and I've got lots of ephemera to do that, but I want to find a page that I can attach this flip to. I want to do something with that. I wonder if that one, oh no, that would fit just nicely, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna, I'm aware when I made these that I didn't actually distress them at all. But I think, you know, I am distressing things as I'm putting them in, so I might as well distress this too. Right, now we can pop you on if I put it in on 3 sides, then it can be a tuck that way as well, can't it? And that'll be good. Lots of glue. Whenever I'm using something like an envelope where there's like several layers, because you've got the back and the front of the envelope, then you've got the collage, and then you've got whatever you put in the envelope, always put a little bit extra glue on, because I find that the lift too easily sometimes, if there's because the more layers it's on, the thicker it becomes, and then the more like card, like proper card, that it wants to act, and card can be a bit stubborn, so it's always worth just putting that extra little bit of glue on. Right, you're quite plain and you need something, and let me see, don't like those colours. Oh, now I like you, and it's got purple in, which is going to match these colours at the top, so let's get a little bit of ink on. There we are. And I'll put some glue on. And this one I'm just going to glue down as it is. It doesn't need to be a tuck or anything. It's just going to be a decoration. There we go. Great, and that looks so pretty. Okay, now that could actually be our flip, couldn't it? Yeah, that might work there. Okay, first of all, I'm going to just fold this because it'll be easier to work with, I think. Last time I waited till I stuck it all on and then folded it, but there. I think that'll be better. Right, now. Oh, excuse me, I've got something in the eye. I'm going to just use a little bit of this glue first, just to adhere it to the page a little. Just make sure that's straight. I haven't glued the page together. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down with the tape. And again, I think I might use the purple. Although I wonder if the blue might work with those colours. No, I think the purple is going to be the best. Or should I use the pink? Actually, I think I'll use the pink because it looks quite nice with those colours. Right. Let's just chop this. I need a big clamp that I can clamp this closed with, and I don't have one. I'm going to have to try and find one, because it would just make life so much easier working on the journals if you could clamp them. I know Gail uses the book weight, but I just think that, you know, if I got a big clamp that would keep it closed, it might work. I'll have to think about it. Maybe I'll make a book weight. Right, and we'll try and incorporate the edge and try and keep straight. There we go, and that will just secure that nicely. And then on this side, I'm just going to go the width of the length of this. So I need to try and cut this a bit more precisely. And we'll just do that. Hopefully that'll do it. And then I can snip off any extra bits. I'm being stalked, I think, by the wood pigeons. They've come to see what I'm doing. Oh, and we've got a new kitten in the area. I went out this morning, and on my way out I saw this gorgeous little kitten. and it's tiny, and I just thought, oh bless you, it's living in one of the houses along the road, and it is beautiful, but it's not trusting anybody yet. I think it must have only just getting out because it is a proper little baby, and I think it takes them a while to get to know everybody in the area, doesn't it, and to get to trust everybody. So it didn't want fussing this morning, but I make friends with all the cats in the area. I'm a bit of a cat mama. And Dexter puts on a good show. My lovely Dexter, my lovely Poochie, he puts on a good show of proving that he's a good guard dog. But if the cat doesn't run, then he doesn't know what to do. Right, we've still got a couple of pockets in this tuck, and I'm just wondering, need some stuff in there, don't we? Oh, I have actually put some of them in there, and then I've got this tucked in as well, which I must have thought would go nice on there, and I think that will only just fit. We will lose that flower, but that's okay. Okay, let's just, I would trim it, but it's right up against the, I mean, we can have it coming out over the page a little bit, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. So we'll just let it sit over the page a little. Oops, dropping my glue. And there we go. I'll just hold that a minute. That's not sticking down, is it? Maybe it just needs another minute. But yeah, so I make friends with all the cats in the area. They all know me now, so whenever I go anywhere, it takes me half an hour to walk up the street because all the cats come out and want to fuss. But that's fine, I don't mind. You know, when a cat decides that you're worthy of more than just its passing indignation, it's truly a treat. You really don't want to stick. Just make sure it sticks down. Now I think we've got a nice big tag that could sit there. It's going to be a bit proud, so maybe it's not that one. We could put that lovely envelope in there that I got from the Artie Maze kit. Yeah, I like that, and that fits just nice. And then a nice tag, and it's just a plain one, but that's okay. And then let me see what else we've got. One of these from Roxy Creations. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, it's stuck down now. I'm going to leave them outside. Add a little tiny bit more glue to these. Just does not seem to want to stick. Maybe I could put a paper clip on just to give it a little bit extra time. Okay, now I do want somewhere to put this tuck. I don't want to lose that. What about, we could put it on here because this page, if you remember, this page was upside down anyway. Or we could put that there, and that's going to keep that nicely covered. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll put that there, and I'm just going to glue this on the whole thing because it's already going to be a nice big pocket, and it's got a nice big tag in there, so it doesn't really need to be another pocket, Come on, glue, come out. Not having much luck with the glue today, am I? It just doesn't seem to want to do what it's got to do. Right. Okay, let's get you stuck down. And then that will disguise the fact that we've got an upside down page. Not that I'm not bothered, because the flowers still look nice whether they're upside down or not, but it's a nice place to pop a pocket. This is just going to be the chunkiest journal I've ever made, I think. It really is. I don't want to put another one there. You're fine, that needs some papering. Okay. I wasn't going to put anything on them. We've got another one of those that's upside down. I suppose we could put our tuck on there. Maybe not. Okay. We need another big tag for this one. Let's have a look and see. We've got this nice one. Do I need to cut this one down as well? I think I do. So let's just give this a trim. Try not to undo that sewing. Okay. Have I got two? I've picked up two. I was thinking it was quite thick. Okay. There we are. Oh, that one fits in lovely. There we go. We've got this flip now. Do I want to use one of these? And it doesn't. It can just be as a decoration. Going upside down. That's not good. Are these all? Oh, they're all going the wrong way. Is that one the right way? No, hold on. Yay, that one will do. That one will do it. So I might just put that down. So I'm just going to lay it about where I want it so I know where to put the glue. Okay. I think if I just run it up this piece on the back, that should be right where I want it. You don't want to come out today. There we go. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a little tiny skew. It's going to have to stay skew. Right, I pop that in there. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this. So I think I might use you there. And then that's a nice tuck. Okay, let's get that done. So does anybody have any good blackberry recipes? If you do, drop us a comment down below and tell us what your recipes are. Or tell us what your favourite blackberry recipe is. Do you like the apple and blackberry crumble, or do you like blackberry smoothies, or blackberry fool, or are you not keen on blackberries? I can't imagine anybody not being keen on blackberries, but you know, there might be somebody. I've also got, there's also hazelnuts that we've got to get. It all happens at the same time, doesn't it? So the hazelnuts are ready now. I need to go and get a few of them. There's this lovely place and it's called the Seven Sisters. It's not far from where I live, and it's an old prehistoric site where there was a burial chamber, and the Seven Sisters were actually 7 trees that were planted round it. Look how much of a chunky monkey this is. It's really bursting at the seams. Wow. Right, and we haven't even put all the ephemera in yet. Right, I'm going to flick through because I'm finished popping in all these bits of or pop in what journal cards and tags we've got. And I've got, as you can see, we've got quite a few, but that's good because we need quite a few, and I need the little ones as well, so we'll get them. Let me just see and get the rest, and there we go. Right, let's go on through and see if there's anything that needs anything popped in. That's fine. That needs a little something, and I think you can take something quite tall, so we'll pop you there so we're not covering up that flower, and maybe you there. I like that. These need some little bits in, so let's find our little bits. I do have some littler ones I kept specifically for these. So we'll put you on the bottom one, and we'll pop you in the top one. So that's them filled. That's filled. I think I'm going to leave them like that. I'm not putting anything in this, so that whoever gets this is going to have some pockets to fill themselves. Because I always think, you know, you want to add your own thing anyway. Fabric flip's looking lovely. You need a little something else because you've only got the one tag, so I'm going to pop you in like that. You were to go in there, but I didn't put you in because it was still drying. Did we? Yes, we did. We had another one for there. You've got your little, and you've got yours. You need a little something in that side. So again, I'm going to use, this is a piece, I think it came out of a Timmy Holtz. So there we go, that's that one filled up and looking gorgeous. You're full. Again, I'm leaving that empty, and that's got its piece of paper in, so that's fine. Sorry, I'm not on camera again. So we'll do the same with you. We're going to put a nice tall tag in, and then something else. Yep, I like that. You just a decoration. You're a tuck, so you need something, and I kind of like that. I know it's a very different to the flowers on the front, but it's kind of cute. Whoops. And then we could pop, no, I don't like that. I've got some smaller tags. Have it kind of like that. Yep, I like that. You need some little bits in. Now, just want to put little bits in this. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm going to pop you in. This is just a tag that I got with a kit, and it's just a nice little tag, and I just thought it's got the flowers round, so it's going to match the flower theme. And sometimes you just need to put a tag in. Just a general tag. I'll stick you out a little bit more, stick you down a little bit more, and then maybe we'll shove a bigger tag. There we are, and that's that full. You're okay, you're full. That's the first signature done. You've got your card. You've got your tags. You've got your little bits of ephemera. I still need to put some copy dyed paper in there, but I haven't got it to hand. That's a nice flip. You've got that, but I did want to put something else in there, because that's a nice little notebook. And then maybe that's the one I was looking for. Pop you there. I like that. And you need some little pieces. So how about that one, and put you both the same way, and that one. Yeah, I like that. That hasn't got a one in, so I'm going to put this big journal card in there. There we go. And you don't like the yellow. I do like that. That's nice, that's cute. And then maybe just one of these plain tags. Yep. I'm going to leave that empty for whoever gets the journal. And you're just a nice one. Did we leave you open at the top? Yes, we did. So we want something nice and tall and slim. There we go. You're adhered nicely now. And let's pop you in. Oh, doesn't that look cute? Especially with this little flower popping it. Oh, I love it. Love it. There's the centre of that signature. Now this one needs quite a bit of filling. So we'll start with you. That's great, perfect. And these are just some poems that I took out of a book to make tags out of. I've got some smaller pieces of ephemera for down the bottom. I love this little envelope. This envelope I just made, I got a flower book. It was the flower arranging book actually. This was one of the few colour photos, and I just made it into a little envelope. And it's just a tiny little envelope, but how cute is that? So that's going to sit in there, and you can use that to pop some nice ephemera in. Actually, I'm going to pop you in that way so we can see the butterfly. And maybe a nice plain tag, and then we need something a bit bigger for this one, and I think that's going to look lovely, especially if we get that on an angle. And then something nice and little for this bottom bit. No, too big. I'm sure I had some little pieces. Maybe I've used them all. Maybe I've run out and used them all. I think I have. Okay, so we'll move these down. You can sit like that, and then we can see you nicely. And then maybe if we pop that one there, and then that one can sit there. Perfect. And that's that nicely filled. Okay, that's great. Excuse me. You've got your tag. You are a side loader, but I think I'll leave that for, unless, would this one fit? Oh, you know what, perfect fit. I might put a little bit of lace on this one. So let's just get me lace. And then that's going to mirror the other one with the lace on. And then we won't have a long piece of lace sticking out the top. Right, across the top. Doesn't matter if we cover that label up a little bit. Sorry, I'm off camera again. Just make sure it's got plenty. And then just make sure that's nicely stuck down. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? Really pretty, I like that. And then that can just sit in there. And then that's going to be sticking out like our other piece of lace. Lovely. Then I don't think you're a tuck. No, you're not. You're just a flip out, so you don't need anything. Leave that one empty as long as along with the other one. And then you, because you've got some nice purple, you could have some purple flowers. Because I do like purple flowers. Lovely. And this one's got its tag. This tuck needs something. Now, because of this, you can see what's happening here. Because this is a double page that I've sewn together, it is kind of, you need to lift this out a little bit, because if you have it too close you can see it's making it gape. So I'm going to lift that out a little bit, and then that's going to lie nice and flat. And I think, oh, that's perfect. And then we want a little something for the front, and this is another one of those poems that I cut out of the book, so that can go in. And then I think we'll pop another one of these in, because I made these out of the Edith Holden pages, so it's just nice that I'm using them in a journal that's got so much Edith Holden in. There we are. And then these need something, and I think I've got 2 more of these left. And I think what I might do is I've got a couple of little tags, but I can't remember where I put them, and I'll pop them in with them too. Now have you glued down now? Have you secured? Yes, you have. Great. So we'll pop you in. Let me put you there like that, and then that's pretty. I like that. Yeah. And you've got your tag. I'm gonna put some paper in that, some coffee dyed paper, and then I feel this. I know this is really chunky, but it feels like it needs another pocket. But maybe I might leave that, because you know, this is already chunky enough. And that's going to open like that, and this needs a little something. So let me see what we've got left. I love this garden one. Are you going to fit in there? Beautiful. I love that. And then there's that, and that's the end. So we've only got a couple of these left. So I think what I might do, I might have another look through and see if I can pop them in, because yes, it's a chunky monkey, but there's only a couple of these left. But I'm going to do that off camera anyway, and I'll put in the rest of the the bits of coffee dyed paper. Now this is a really chunky journal. I mean, it could have done with having another inch on that spine, but I'm not going to complain, because I do like a chunky journal. Now, as for closures, I did have an idea, but I bet you I can't find it. I bet you I can't. So what I might do is, no, I don't want to use that because it's going to contrast too differently. where on earth did I put that piece of ribbon? It was a lovely piece of ribbon with a bow on it, but I needed to coffee dye it. I tell you what I do have. I have this. Oh, I don't think it's going to be long enough, is it? Oh, that's such a pity, because that would have been perfect. It would have gone with the peach colours, wouldn't it? Right, I'm going to have to think about the closure and how I'm going to do that, because it's going to need a sturdy closure. But yeah, I think we're about done on this one. So what I'll do is I'll put the final bits on, I'll sort out the closure, and then I'll do a flip through and we'll see what it looks like all finished, because this one is, I absolutely adore it. It's just, it's beautiful. I mean, I adore all of the ones that I make, but I'm going to take that piece off because it's just sticking out. But this one, it really has, I mean, look at that, it's just so packed. There's just, it's just as well we made that that writing board, because whoever gets this is going to need it. So yeah, I'm going to call that a day, and then the next one I'll do a flip through, and then I've got a couple of ideas for ephemera that I've been inspired by. I went to a it's like a vintage second-hand kind of flea type market at the weekend, and it's really good because you get a lot of old ephemera there. And there was a woman there, and she had bags full of old photos, so I went through and got a few of them. And then she had some bits of ephemera which I got, but then on another stall I found these maps. Now if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I love cartography. I do like maps. I don't know why I haven't done a map journal before. It's just popped into my head that I probably could do one of them. But anyway, I found these lovely maps, and the way they're put together, it just, I was like, oh my goodness, that is a great idea for ephemera. So I'm going to do that, and that'll probably be on Friday. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I hope your week's going well, and I hope that everybody's safe and well, and that you're all enjoying at least some good weather. Or if not, then you know, at least you're safe and sound. So take care everybody, and please do, if you can, drop a like, and drop me a comment. Tell me what your favourite blackberry recipe is. I really like to know. I love these kind of little things, you know. And stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.